Alright, in this video we're going to do another triangle congruency proof. We're going to be doing a lot of these, and the more practice you get, the easier they will get. Just make sure you're putting forth some effort and trying to learn how to do those, and you will have success. Alright, so as always, let's get our given information down in the problem. So here's my given information. So I've got angle CAN congruent to angle RNA, and the reason I can write that in my statements column, everything you write in your statements you have to justify with a reason, is because it is given to me that that is true in the problem. Alright, and let's go ahead and mark that. So CAN, that's this angle over here, and RNA, that's this angle over here. So we've got those congruent. And our next piece of information given to us in the problem is that angle ACN is congruent to, angle ACN and angle NRA are right angles. And again, we can write that in the statements column because it is given to us in the problem. So if I'm trying to prove these triangles congruent, so far I've got this one piece of information, this one pair of angles. So we're going to have to figure out some other stuff. Now I'm going to go ahead and highlight the two triangles I want to prove are congruent. So ACN, the reason this one is a little bit trickier is because these two triangles overlap each other. So sometimes what you may want to do is redraw them separately. So here's the two triangles, and I'm going to redraw them on the side. So here is ARN. Here's my right angle. All right, and then see this tick mark here over by N, that's this one. And then we'll draw, so this is the blue triangle, so let's highlight that. That's the blue. And then the yellow one is going to be over here. So here's my right angle. This is point C, this is A, and this is N. We'll highlight that to match. So here's the yellow one. And the angles, this angle is congruent here. So notice that this angle over here is really way over here in the picture. Alright, and also I want to draw your attention. You see how these two triangles, they overlap at the bottom. They meet at the bottom. So segment AN is part of both triangles. Alright, so let's keep going. Now we're going to have to make some conclusions based on information that's given or the picture. So step 3, anytime I see that I have right angles, I like that because we know that all right angles are congruent. So I can say that ACN is congruent to angle NRA, and the reason is because all right angles are congruent. Alright, so we already have those marked in the picture, so that gives us another pair of angles. So again, we've got side, 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 angle, side, angle, side, angle, 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 side, and hypotenuse leg. So we already have two angles, so I'm not going to use that one. I'm not going to use that one. I could possibly use angle, side, angle, or angle, angle, side. Not going to use HL because that uses the hypotenuse and a leg, even though we have right angles. So we're looking for one of these. We just have to figure out a pair of sides. So we've used all the information they give us. Now let's look at the picture. So I kind of gave you a hint before. Segment AN is part of both triangles. So AN is here and AN is here. Although to get these triangles to match, I would have to flip this one over to land on top of that one. So A on this triangle matches with N on this triangle. So when I list off my reflexive property, to do it properly, we would write AN on the triangle on the left is congruent to NA on the triangle on the right. That's going to give me a pair of sides, and this is by the reflexive property. Alright, and now I have a congruent statement in number 1, a congruent statement in number 3, and a congruent statement in number 4. And I can look at my picture and see that the side that I have, this bottom side on each triangle, is not in between the two angles. So I am in fact going to use angle, angle, side to prove that triangle ACN is congruent to triangle NRA, and my reason is angle, angle, side, and the steps that I got those pieces of information from are in 1, 3, and 4. Alright, so our first proof without any help or any lines to guide us. Nice work, and we will see you in the next video.